Hello, we are recording now our webinar, which is the continuation of Lynnie Godfrey Straight No Chaser. This is the after show afterthoughts. And I have Kirk Kelleykhan right here with me. And on the telephone, I have Miss Celeste Bedford Walker. Say something, Celeste.
Hi. I'm here, and I think it's beginning to come on, but we'll continue like this.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to make sure that I keep my phone near the speaker so that, you know, it can hear you. Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do, y'all keep talking because it's on now. I did something. So what I'm going to do is try and come in again, Lynnie.
Okay. All right. Try to come in again. Okay. So, now, you know,
I don't want to hold y'all up. Y'all can keep talking. Let me see. I got.
All right. We're going to keep talking. You know, Kurt, when you talk about she talked you off the wall, I call about every third day. I call Celeste and say, Celeste, talk me down off the wall because I'm getting ready to get somebody.
Yeah. And she's really good for that. She's really good for helping you.
Yes, she is. What she does is she gives you another point of view. You know, she said, well, now, Lynnie, maybe it's that you're thinking about it this way, but maybe you should think about it another way. And sometimes I'll be wanting to say, Celeste, I don't want to think about it another way. These people got on my nerves, you know, I mean, but, you know, but she does, you know, what she does is she makes you, you know, see a whole nother point of view. Celeste, have you tried to get in yet?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, okay. Now I'm clicking open.
Okay. All right. Oh.
So it might be.
Oh, okay. Mine just froze. I'm looking at me and mine is totally frozen.
It sure is.
You see me now?
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I'm totally frozen.
It'll come back though.
It will. It'll come back.
It just takes a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
There I go. That was interesting. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Here you go, Celeste. There you are. Oh. Yay, Celeste.
Hey.
Okay, you got to click into your, click your audio. Click your audio and then I'll turn the phone off. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. Looking like $1 million.
I'm telling you, yes.
$1 million.
You look like a kid, Kirk.
Yes.
Like you're 14 years old.
Hey, I'm eating the right stuff. Okay.
I know that's right. It's good genes. It's good genes.
It's good genes. That's right.
Genes. Good genes. See, Celeste, I told you just have to have a little patience.
Well, I was thinking about you. That's why I said, well, you know what? I'm really going to try for Lynnie because I know she'll, you know, she's going to keep on until she get it. So let me go ahead on and try to get it.
Because even in the program, Kirk, I called a number that Celeste gave me and it just kept ringing. And I just said, well, I'm frozen again. Here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But and I said, well, that's okay. He'll probably join us later on in the show. And, you know, and we just kept on talking. I tell you, it is just with all of the challenges that we have, we are determined to keep on keeping this conversation going. That's all. Now, you all have been so patient and so wonderful. I'm not going to hold you long. I mean, but
that's fine.
You know, really, I am so honored that both of you have consented to do all of this with me. Thank you so very much.
I want to thank you too. And I really, really admire you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think if it were not for Celeste, I wouldn't be on the show. So I appreciate it.
Yes. Well,
and I knew that you would get a lot out of this show, Kirk. You know, I wouldn't just bring you on anything, you know, with the project.
I know. I know you very well, and I appreciate you. You know, I love you.
I've heard about you for a very long time. She talks so well of you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And she said, you know, and when the idea came to me, because I have to say how this whole idea came is I was on hiatus And I'm, looking for different things to talk about when the season starts. And I was laying down in bed and I said, God, don't let me get up without telling me what can I be talking about in my next subject? What can I be talking about? And Celeste and I had just been talking the day before, right, Celeste, about the documentary. Never occurred to me. Didn't think, just went whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
So I'm laying there in the bed and the voice says, JUANITA MOORE. And I went, and that's how this all started.
Nice.
I got on the phone and, and she has, she's one of my sheroes. Let me just say that. She's one of my sheroes. So I'm so happy to meet you, to have that connection, and you were so blessed to have had that tutelage from her,
Oh my God. Yeah. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because they're old school. Celeste knows.
I know.
Celeste knows. They're
the masters.
You came up with the masters.
Yeah. You can't just bring anything to them. So they're the old school. Yeah, it was. Yeah, her, Sydney, Louise Fletcher. Marlon Brando. All those people that taught me. So they were very, very. They're stern on you. Very stern.
But they have to be, because this business does not give you allowances, and that I had to learn. You can think that you're playing with it, but the business will play you. That's the one thing that I've learned, and you really do need to have a plan, and and really observe all that is around you and surround yourself with people who can give you a good balance. That's why I stick with Celeste. Celeste's probably tired of me. I call her up.
Well, now you know what I told you when I first met you. She was directing. She's an actress, but I first met her as a director, and she was directing my play Greenwood, An American Dream Destroyed. And I told her, now once I get a hold of a good director, I don't let them go.
I have now. I've directed about 4 of your pieces now. I love her pieces. I just sit there.
Oh yeah.
They're just magnificently written. And she's there for you. She's open. She says, well, yeah, that's I hadn't been thinking about it, but maybe we should think about so and so and so. It's so wonderful to work with a writer who can do that.
Well, I didn't want to cut you off, but she it's real. It's 100%. When she writes, it's where she's grounded.
Yes, exactly.
She writes in layers, so everyone can understand everyday life, everyday people. There's nothing she cannot write, and most playwrights are not like that. So you can read a lot of her work, and you're going to see all kind of genres in it.
Yes.
And not every playwright can do that. This is the reason she's being so honored in everything that she does. Yes. But her characters are a stretch. I've seen her plays, and I'm just sitting in the back going, I thought Reunion in Bartlesville was like her best work, and it's not even close. Like it's just not. She's on fire.
Oh, she really is.
I'm trying to stay on fire, Kirk.
Well, with what I've said is that there needs to be a festival of, how they do festivals of playwrights plays.
Right.
It's time for her to have,
yes.
To
create. I said that to her like the first year when we met. I said, well, all of these plays. I said, from Barbara Jordan all the way through to like Pompatrain, all of the wealth and the range of it is unbelievable. And so it's time to have, I think a festival of her plays, a reading festival of her plays. And, Kirk, you and I should do that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. I'm on board. And I'll tell you what
y'all gonna add something else to your plates.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
But I'm not gonna stop you.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And that's what we do so well.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I feel with Celeste, it won't be as difficult. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's not a hard sell, if you will. It's not a hard sell. It's just somewhere where you go, oh, okay. And then you got to remember, this is the day of the woman.
Yes.
So many women are writing, directing, producing in the background and whatnot. So it is definitely her time. It's
I
always been her
agree.
time.
I agree.
It's definitely,
Definitely. And you know,
her time.
it's just
Now
time,
receive
you know,
it.
to get together of the
Yeah.
45 plays, because I mean, I keep a listing of it. It keeps on increasing, you know. There are 7 plays that one play a day could be done in a week. And you
That's
get
a
to
lot of
write.
work.
Yeah, well, it's, you know what, it's a reading.
Well, one day.
Well, one day.
What at the when the window opens?
It's a week with a play happening every single day. So if you have you say you have 4 directors, so you assign each director a play, you know, or you know, a couple of us will take 2 plays and the rest of them take 1 play. And then it's their responsibility to get the actors, to get, you know, we can do it all online. It could be a festival online. Oh, you know me.
Well, whenever the opportunity presents itself for you 2 guys, you have my wholehearted permission.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I am just so glad to be a part of well, that keeps the fire going with the documentary. You know, it showed me that I could be a part of something different.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and so that
was the whole
fire
point of bringing you back, because
and I need that.
Yeah, of course, we all need that.
We all need
reinvention. It's called reinvention. That's what it is.
Reintroduction. That's what Lynnie called it.
I was talking
reintroduction.
Yes, I was talking to some actors not too long ago, and you know, they were talking about, you know, the things that they'd done at the beginning of their career. I said, you know, but we stay in, as actors, we stay in one category, maybe about 7 years, maybe 10. But then after that, you have to realize it's time for you to move on, you know, to do something else, to elevate yourself to another kind of characterization category for an actor, to add on some other things that you've been working on, to write something, to direct something, to produce something, to, you know, to also add that range to yourself so that your career can keep going. That is what I think Ms. Moore was saying when she said, learn everything that you can you learn.
Oh yeah. And you know, but let's keep it real. Everybody can't act, everybody can't direct, everybody can't sing, everybody can't dance. And it is so, when you find somebody that can do all, sometimes to me, I always thought it was a curse, just because of the fact that there is nothing you cannot do. But you're trying to get but you're trying to get work and everything, and then they all know you're good, but they're not calling. So you just kind of say, okay, well, what next? And with this film, I could not leave Celeste out, just because of the fact that everybody needs to know exactly who she is. So when you put it on a spectrum like that, in a worldwide spectrum, then she can't be denied. Because when they look up the film, they're definitely going to look up and read the credits. Just like Variety had her in there. I don't know if she's seen Variety. Yeah. So you couldn't believe it. They never put a film. Well, first of all, they don't cover everything.
Right.
And then then G-O-D, y'all.
There you go.
Amen.
There you go.
G-O-D, because I mean, I tried and no, it was always no and a closed door. But you never see them, even if they put the film there, they never put the cast. They never put the writer, the director. They just put that little article and say, well, you can go see it or whatever, and that's it. And so for me, and for me, I had to get to less. I just, you know me, I don't stop.
Keep plugging.
Well, but it's important, because you can't, you know, you have to be relentless. You have to be relentless. When it's like I said, this is their world, I'm just visiting. So I am totally, I continue. And there are people who, one person called me the ever ready battery. I said, well, okay.
Energize her.
Well, all right then. You know, but it's I don't give up. I don't lose face. Yeah, you get down sometimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't all happen the way exactly the way you want it to happen. But see, that's the journey. I think that's why I wanted to talk to your grandmother so much, because I wanted to gleam and suck some of her strength. You know, because you do need it on this journey. You need that strength.
Yeah.
You need that strength. You
know,
know,
she would have helped. She would have helped you find the strength that you already got.
Yes.
That's who.
Yes.
That's who she is. She is just, and it's always you're on. You happen to be on, but she's gonna drill you. She's gonna drill you, and that's what she did. She drilled you to see what you had,
what you have, what you made of.
What you have, what you made of. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're genuine, there are a lot of people who they can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. Or they do a lot of lip service.
Right, but
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But when it really comes to it, they'd sell their mother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is also about where you came from. I come from very simple people who were very, very classic in their principles, and they just believed your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something,
oh yeah,
that's it.
That's right.
That was my father for real. My mother also, but my father for real. It was like, oh no. If you said you're going to do something, that's what you're going to finish that. Finish it. Even if you don't like it. Yeah.
Right. Which goes back to Celeste. I could not, when you are starting out in this career and I was an actor and a singer and dancer and did Broadway and all that. And when you have somebody who's helping you through a play, there was Granny, there was Lynn Hamilton, and there was Celeste. That was it. And you have to understand, when somebody holds your hand like that, you never forget it. We went on to win awards in WCP, and we did everything, and you just never forget it. And Lynn, you want to take the people with you. You want to take those people with you. That's what it is.
You do.
Exactly.
You want to take them with you.
You do. See, that's the thing that you have to understand that's special about you. Is that
really?
That's how you are, and you do the best you can. You can if those people can travel with you, it is the gift to have them around you, because they are the genuine people. Celeste will tell you. Celeste will say to me, well, Lynnie, you can't help everybody now. You can't help everybody.
Can't worry about everything.
Can't worry about everything. And I do. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do this unless this person can do this with it, because I'm always so aware of all the brilliance that's around me that doesn't get get the attention that I could, the little attention that I can gather. You know what I mean? And I thank God for it. It's a blessing. It's a gift. And it's about giving back, and it's about giving back that recognition. And that's the whole thing I felt about what Ms. Moore was about. She gave back. She gave us integrity. She gave us respect. She was on par with these people. That was her job, but that didn't make her a less of a human being. And see, the interpretation of the characterization is that job makes you less of a human being. It takes away your characterization, and she would not allow that. And
she elevated.
Yes,
elevated.
She did. She did.
Every scene she was in, she stole. Yeah, whether they knew it or not. The scene.
No,
right.
Stolen from Lana, and I love Lana.
Oh yes, I loved all of them. All
Susan
of them
held her own, I think, with her.
Susan Conner was
Susan Conner.
Yeah,
Lana, she stole it from Lana.
Yeah. But those two women in that film were phenomenal in their embracing one another, in the challenges that they had, in the message that they had to carry out in that film. And that it was incredible. It's just an incredible venture. And you can sit down. a master class. You sit down and you learn. That's what you do. That's, you sit down and you learn. If you're about learning to get better, if you're about just trying to get famous, then you ain't got time to sit down and watch everybody else. You're trying to get famous,
Trying to get yours.
That's right.
But there is that, I believe, and I'd say to my company, I have a nonprofit organization called Essence of Acting. You hear Celeste talk about it. And I say to my actors all the time, it's about the work. Just do the work. Don't let yourself get distracted. Don't get distracted about what the work is going to get you and who's going to see you in it and how they're going to like you. Just do the work. If you do the work, all of that will come.
It will come. It will come. You have to do the work though.
You have to do the
and there's no limitations on it, years wise, time wise, and all of that. You just do the work, and if you're true to it, it'll happen. You just cannot. You got to persevere.
Yes, you do. Yeah, like I said, relentless. Yeah. Relentless, ever ready. Relentless. Relentless. You just have to, there's a time where you have to, but you also have to be intelligent about it. You got to be able to read the time. It's not, your time is not all the time. Everybody's got a time. And then you got to let somebody else have a time. Sit back and learn and work and everything while they are having their time, so that when it's your time, you are ready to be in the middle of your time.
Right.
So, correct. It's just, well, all right. Now I've done bled you all to death. I know.
Oh, this is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. It is.
Be among people, with people of like minds. I mean, you didn't get any better than that,
Yeah.
And I thank you, Celeste, and I think both of y'all, and I just think the work that you're doing is amazing. Like Celeste is just all of that in a bag of chips with a sandwich.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling you, she is. You inspire me so much.
And she says that all the time, and I'm looking at her like, what?
Yeah, right. Because you just do the work. You're just constantly doing everything. I mean, when I say everything, I mean, you are an actor. Yeah, you're doing that. You're having to do that, and then you have to produce, and then you have to film, and then you have to fly here.
And she said to me, she said, well, it's all on Kirk.
Kirk's
just doing everything.
He's just sharing the credit.
That's what she says all the time.
He's sharing the credit.
He's sharing the blessings.
But he's doing all of the work. Some of all of the work he has participated in.
Yes.
And everybody needs to know that. And I guess they do.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
But that's the truth. It's just the truth. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I love you. Because you've been there. You've been there. And I would never say that. You can say that though. I would never say that. Yeah.
No, but you're busy doing. So, it's not your place to say you just doing. You're just doing.
Yeah, see, he's just doing the work.
Yes. But she acknowledges, she will say, she'll tell you when you got your due. And she will tell you when you ain't got your due.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yes, she will. She'll tell you, keep trying.
Yes.
You're almost there.
That's pretty good. Keep
that comes with age.
Keep thinking
that. When I was your age, I wasn't thinking like that. Comes with age, having made the journey, still making the journey, like Juanita. You can look back and you can see, and I see where you are. You're way ahead of where I was at your age. But I can see, where you are, and I know if you just stay on that path.
Well, I look forward to a whole lot from both.
You'll be there.
From both of you. I hope you all, keep working together. Really.
You too. I look for a lot from you. You have no idea, because I looked you up. I stalked you. I Googled you.
Oh, did you?
Of course. I'm not going to just come on to something.
I know that's right. Well, did you say that?
Yes, I did. Right. I knew exactly who you were. And and let me say this, besides giving you your roses, as they say, I looked you up and everything, but I was on the phone for like 10 minutes. and I couldn't get through. So I text you on your home phone number or whatever. Because I will say to you though, you're amazing, because I was listening. I was listening to the show, and I was listening to you go on and you host it, and I forgot that I was on the show. I was like, wait a minute. Because I was just listening. I could hear Celeste, and I could hear you, and then y'all were talking about Hello Martin, and y'all was just going on, and then and I was like, wait a minute, you supposed to be in here, you doofus. Text her or something, So I look for a lot with you as well.
Well, thank you.
You're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job. Just keep going up. Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. I too. My husband hasn't thrown me in the garbage yet, so
right. Right, that's what counts.
I figure that I can keep on going as long as I'm still sitting here,
Oh, you're so good. You have no idea what platform you have and how you touch others as well. Because if you're not out there and you don't have a voice and you're doing what you're doing, you're also preserving history. You're also teaching people, you understand? And you're teaching people as far as toddlers, because they can hear you and see you. You understand? Yes. And a lot of people don't do that or care to do that. And that's the problem, I think, that is in the industry more than anything. I was just talking to somebody, and they were like, we need to go back to the golden era. I'm trying to get the golden era where it meant something to be on TV. It meant something to be in films, and not where you have all of these horrible projects on Netflix and all these places, and it's not doing anything.
No,
so
it doesn't push anything forward.
It's not doing anything. There's no intent of why that's there or what, who. And then you have to change with it. You have to say, oh, okay, well, and do the recordings or whatever that they're asking you to do. And it's too much. It's too much. It's a joke almost. But you can't just stop. But so many celebrities said, I will not be recorded. I'm not going to call their names because they're all A-list. But they're like, I'm not going to be recorded. I'm not going to do this. If they want me, they'll get me for this. And they'll, and I'm telling you, the time is coming where they will respect more of a Celeste. They respect her now like crazy, but she hasn't even seen what they're going to be doing. So all of us will be going up and up and up. Yeah, yes. We'll all be going up and up and up.
I think it's for me, I've had an amazing, blessed life. And I've been taught that you give back. You highlight other people. You don't need to be in the spotlight all the time. Now that doesn't say no. Does it say that I'm not going to do some things? Of course, there are things that I want to do. And now I'm right in the point time where all those things that I wanted to do when I was younger, everybody would say, well, you're too young to do that now. I'm getting to the point where I can do that now. People can believe me. They can believe me. They go, oh yeah, she's been around long enough. Yeah, she could say that. Okay, all right. That's the blessing of it also. But I'm waiting for the right thing. I have to say it out loud. And so for me, I have wonderful friends who I think are really brilliant, and I won't say some of their names, but I can't agree with their choices.
That's right.
I can't.
I know. Celeste knows too. Celeste knows a lot of people. Yeah. She knows as well. But what do you do? They're still your friends.
They're my friends. Yeah. And I wish them well.
It's like,
but I have to do, as one of my friends, Kim Page, will say, I stand on solid ground. Ain't nothing cracked underneath me because I can sleep at night because of the choices that I've made.
Did you say Ken Page? Oh, wow. What an amazing.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's my brother Ken Page.
That is.
That's my brother Ken Page. Yes.
Yeah.
We just celebrated our wonderful friend Amelia McQueen passed away. Her birthday was earlier this week. And we just
I know who that is.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. These, you surround yourself with people who are just luminaries, who just white lights all around them. And I've been blessed with that. And I've been blessed to highlight that and to highlight them. I don't need to be, when I go out with my husband, I let him talk all the time. I get paid to be in the spotlight. I don't have to be in the spotlight when I go to a dinner party. I can just sit and be very quiet and let him just carry on and be King Kong. I don't care,
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Well, you have such a amazing spirit and heart, and that goes for a lot. That goes for a lot, and it's you're so humble. That's a good thing.
You know, I mean, it's gifts. All that is and that you see is a gift from God. You know, my mother was a beautiful woman. My dad was a handsome man. Anything that I have came from them. I had nothing to do with it. You know, what I have to do with it? I had nothing to do with it. What my responsibility is to preserve it, to make sure that it stays pretty good, you know. But you know, all of those things, I don't take the credit for. The studying of voice and all Dr. Northern and how he taught me, those are old school. All of my teachers were old school. So I'm an old school doll. I am an old school doll. All right, with that.
Kurt is too. He's a young old school man.
Young old school. There's nothing like it.
And you know, let me say this real quick before we go. Most people, it freaks them out when I tell them, and I had to stop telling people about what Celeste knows about Marlon Brando, Juanita taking me to Brando and Elizabeth Taylor, and I grew up with that. And they, when you would tell your friends, they had this thing in them, and not right, but then they end up believing because they were like, "Oh, okay, I'm having them drop me off at Sidney Poitier's house." You know. So, but that's not the reason. Is that what you just said? It's all about learning, and that old school way is the way that keeps you, and that keeps you grounded and keeps you intelligent, and all of that. And so, you know, you do have a heart of gold, and you'll keep it.
Thank you. That's wow. With that ends. I can't say nothing else.
You can't top that.
No. You gotta learn what you gotta know how to fold them and know how to fold them.
And on that note.
So I'm going to end this recording, but you all stay on for a second. But I'm going to end this recording, everyone. Thank you all so much for following us on this recording, the After Show Afterthoughts. And thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Celeste. It's just
my pleasure.
It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynnie.